friends, it's Teresa and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as y'all can tell, is part of my new series on the channel where I read through the entirety of... Let me just prop you up because this is kind of hurting my hand. But, okay, we're sitting on the floor. So this is a floor kind of day. Okay. This is part of a new series on my channel where I read through the Vampire Academy books. Been a long time coming, I know. But this vlog is centered around the second book, which is Frostbite by Richelle Mead. This is going to be spoiler filled as much as like the first one was. This follows Rose as she's attending an academy to become a guardian for the Moroi, which is like the good vampires. And during this, like, her best friend Lissa is a good vampire. She's a Moroi, part of Moroi, like, royalty. And during this time, there are some sinister things going on regarding the Strigoi and, like, power for rule and, like, magical powers and all that stuff. This is the second book. I haven't started it yet. Well, I read a little bit of the first page yesterday when we were in Line of Winco, because the Line of Winco was blah, 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 blah. But I am excited to get into this book. I really like the first one, so I'm hoping that, like, we get more of Rose's voice and more of Rose's, like, maturity, like her maturing as the books continue. But I'm just gonna start reading because apparently brunch is now held back to 11 instead of 10. Friends, it is now Wednesday. Tuesday was a bit of a mess. Thank you, Kat, who almost destroyed all my plants and my bookshelf at 3 in the morning. But I haven't had a chance to read much of the book since I updated y'all back on... I'm gonna just set y'all down. Since I updated y'all back on like Monday or Sunday. One of the two. But I am officially like over 100 pages in. I'm on chapter 9 right now. It's reading pretty smoothly, like usual. Lots more angst this time around just because like this vlog's gonna have spoilers because I don't have a choice at this point. But because Rose's mom is in town and they don't get along because Rose is neglected and she's like, what? My mom values life more than this, values like other people's lives more than mine, and her mom gave her a black eye because she like triggered her mom, which is a time. And people are killing like the Moroi royalty to like uproot the system. So it's just been a time, lots of angst, and then Dimitri and Rose kissed, and he was like, don't kiss me next time, and she goes, well, don't kiss back, and don't kiss back like that, because that's her mentor. And it's just, there's a lot of drama in the first 100 pages, and I'm kind of afraid for what's going to happen in the next, like, 200. Yeah, next 200. So I'll update you guys when I get the chance to read again. I really need to finish my bullet journal, because I need to catch up on my expenses and figure out what I have spent and what I have left, if anything, until my next paycheck. Probably nothing. Then I need to write a little bit for Nano, so it might just be that. But I am doing some productivity sprints with Andrea on Friday, so I'll probably read a little bit then and then write after that, just to like sink myself into a world. But today was a rough day, so I'm just gonna work on my bullet journal because I've been putting it off. And sometimes self-care literally is just you doing things you don't want to do because you need to do it. Oh, hello. It is now Friday, a little close to 10. I just got done doing some writing sprints with Andrea, and if you guys don't follow any of us on any of our socials to keep an eye out for when sprints happen, you're missing out. But I have had a chance to read more of the book. I'm about on chapter 18 right now. And I'm enjoying it. It's definitely like a sequel, like a second book. Like, it's definitely setting up for a lot of things and a lot of like the issues that we'll see in the future. But with that being said, it doesn't feel like a direct sequel, you know? Like, yeah, you can tell that it's going to set up for things and make things very like, oh yeah, so this is like what the problem's going to be in the upcoming days, in the upcoming books. But it doesn't feel like a sequel where you're just kind of like waiting for stuff to happen. Rochelle wrote it in a way where like we have like some of the other like personal life that she's going through happen. We see her clash with her mom. We see her clash with her feelings for Dimitri. For now, Adrian, who's another Moroi, who's like a very mysterious bad boy, obviously, is about 21, I think. And then we also see her clash with like her potential feelings for Mason and seeing that like, you know, Mason's a good guy. We should, you know, enjoy, like we should be with Mason. He's our age. He's a good guy. He likes us. That's all I have updates so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm really scared because I'm almost done with the book. Like, I could easily just finish this book super quickly. And I feel like, when I get to the end, something's gonna happen. Like, I'm fully expecting Rose's mom to just die. Get brutally murdered. But I'll update you guys probably when I finish the book, I'm not gonna lie. And I'll tell you guys my thoughts then, and how I feel about the book, and how I feel about the series upcoming. It's now Saturday night. I was gonna try to finish the book. I'm on page 301. Why did none of y'all tell me Mason was gonna die? Why did none of y'all tell me Mason was gonna try to save? He was gonna try to save Rose from being bitten by this Trugoy that they were captured because Mason, Eddie, and Mia wanted to be heroes. And then instead of running away like they had planned, Mason ran to try and save Rose and got his neck snapped by a Trugoy. Is no one safe in this thing? Is no one safe in this TV in this book? Is no one safe? Is this what no one's safe? I'm just gonna keep reading, I guess. I don't know what to do. None of y'all warned me for his death. All of y'all who read this book, none of y'all went, yeah, he's gonna die. None of y'all.
Okay, I put 5150 as my code.
Not even done yet. I'm crying.
Yeah. Although also depending on when my doll hits 38, I might be in Southern California with my sister. Okay. I can't perform that while I'm here, okay? Just kill your Wi-Fi router to disconnect.
I finished book 2. Those last like 50 pages was a roller coaster of emotions. So like, Mason dies, Mia and Rose sort of become acquaintances slash people who endured a trauma together. Rose starts to mend her relationship with her mother. Adrian's staying because he is also a spirit user, so he's going to practice at the school. Lissa's can start to do magic more but isn't feeling as depressed. It's potential that Rose is like siphoning the darkness from Lissa because of their bond. Rose got her 2 like Mjolnir marks starting on her back. She doesn't have her graduated one yet, which is fine, I guess. Brutally murdered them with a blunt sword. And then at the end, she and Dimitri kissed. I don't even know what to say. Like, I was gonna give this book like probably a 4 because I was like, it's a fun. It sets up like the rest of the like plots and the problems that's gonna happen in the rest of the book and like the bigger like objective of what the series is gonna be. And like it does it in a way that like doesn't make you feel like you're literally just watching the setup. You're reading it and you're like, so much is happening, there's a lot of like other subplots going on that keeps the book going. It doesn't feel like a second book. I had to stop for a second and kind of wonder what the second book was in the middle of reading this, because I was like, this doesn't feel like a second book. It doesn't. And then the ending happens and you cry. Like, I didn't think I was gonna cry over Mason's death, and there was a line where like they finally pull her back. Like they like the people save her, and she like Mia comes up and like gives her a blanket, and they start talking. I started crying right when Mia was like, I don't know about that. She mused, smiling ruefully. Water isn't much of a weapon. I choked on a laugh, even though I didn't really find my old words that funny. Not anymore. And then she goes, water's a great weapon. When we get back, I'll have to practice ways to use it. And then she talks about her mom a little bit, and she goes, and then like around this time I just started crying, and I don't know why. I just like, when she and Mia had that sweet moment, it was like one of those things where it was like I just like lost it. And then when she got her mom like came up and like talked to her, I think. Let's see. Yeah. She was like, Rose, said my mother. Mia said you wanted to see me. I didn't answer. I didn't look at her. Just like, what do you need? I didn't know what I needed. I didn't know what to do. The singing in my eyes grew unbearable, and before I knew it, I was crying. Big, painful sobs seized my body. The tears I held back so long poured down my face. The fear and grief I'd refused to let myself feel finally burst free, burning in my chest. I could scarcely breathe. My mother put her arms around me, and I buried my face in her chest, sobbing even harder. I know, she said softly, tightening her grip on me. I understand. That was such a roller coaster of a book. Like, it set up so much, but it didn't feel like a setup. Like, I wasn't bored out of my mind reading the book. And the fact that a sequel, like the second book in the series, got me to cry over something, I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is where we are at right now. But I'm just in shock and shooketh, and I don't know what to do with myself, because now I need to read the third book. But that's for December, and I don't know if I can wait that long for the third book. I don't know what to do. This is a 5 out of 5 stars. It's a great book. Amazing book even. Loved it. I'm not sure how to feel about the obvious love triangle that will be occurring between Rose, Adrian, and Dimitri. Because Dimitri's like, I don't know where Dimitri stands because he kissed her. And he was like, oh yeah, like I have a lot of things I can still teach you. It seemed a little like, So I don't know what it means. But then Adrian's there and he's like hot and sexy. So is there a love triangle? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I want to read the little sneak peek, but I don't want to spoil the book. I don't want to like destroy my plans to read one book every month and murder myself over it. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna buy the third book and then start it December 1st. Right? I feel like that's a smart way of doing it. But yes, that is it for this vlog. I am emotionally compromised. I need a hug. I don't know what else to say. It was a lot. I need to be held tightly, because I didn't expect to cry during this read through, and yet here we are. But yes, if you guys want to see more of these videos, I am doing a series read through of the Vampire Academy series, one every month, as I mentioned earlier. If you guys want to keep track, keep following. I'll have one up in December. But that is it for this video. 5 out of 5 stars for this book. I didn't know what I was going into, but it was not that. Clearly nobody is safe in the series. I can expect more death and destruction and depression and emotions happening for the rest of my holiday season, which is A++ for me. So I will chat with y'all in my next video. Y'all know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.